and paddling down the course, or the last ditched attempts to bump the crew in front or survive. But we can see here we are underway, lights out, and away we go. Men's Division 5, a fantastic start from your leaders from St Hilda's, looking to etch away, stamp out Lincoln College, their men's second aid. And but it looks to me, Ed, that we're going to have quite the tussle between I think Trinity and Balliol. Trinity, what a performance, what a move that they're putting in early on to catch Balliol.
Yeah, really quick start there from Trinity, looking, as we said, to get off that start quickly and minimise their own time they've got going. And I think going down I think we've got New College there as well. Quick start, just trying to edge up on Regent's Park. So it looks like in the opening stages of this race, folks, we have some quick bumps already.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really exciting. I can't wait to see the camera shot, our second camera shot from Donington as well. It's a cracking shot. There we go. What a fantastic move we're seeing there from Trinity. They're getting right up behind Balliol, looking to really jump on them in the first few hundred meters or so of this stage. Because of course they run the risk, Ed. Well, if they almost run out of steam, but they haven't caught them, well, then it leaves it completely open for the likes of Brasenose and Regent's Park to come up behind them. Regent's Park almost had. Looks like they're down to 3 blades, Ed. Looks like they've caught a crab and they've lost all that distance that they were gaining on Brasenose out in front of them.
The women's completely stopped there for a moment. That's a real shame for Regent's Park. They had a flying start and they were out. I think they might be withdrawing there, Fergus. I think they might have left the race entirely. They've got a similar problem behind as well for New College. It's like they've got a blade problem there as well. So there is no end to the drama in this men's Division 5 just off the start.
Yeah, this is epic racing, isn't it? This is absolutely epic. We've got University chasing them down. It almost looks like Regent's Park coming back into it, perhaps steering issues with that crab that was going on. They're looking to almost try and slot themselves back into it. And we'll get the camera shot when it pans around, but there we see Balliol. We're just waiting to find out if Trinity did get the bump on them. Balliol still not quite able to make up that gap to Lincoln, who are out in front of them. It looks like it's moved out perhaps to about two or three lengths or so as we come up to the shot at Longridge Boathouse. But looking good, our Lincoln as they etch out in head of Balliol head.
Yeah, as we come into Greenbank, the cruise is starting to lengthen out. I think that initial burst of drum we saw at the start to settle down. Be interesting to see what sort of chaos we've got going on here as we take our second shot down from Johnny Bridge. It seems to be that drama has caused a few issues. I'm not quite sure how many of these crews have managed to bump and how many have experienced equipment failures. But definitely strong drama off the start there.
Yeah, this is what torpedoes, this is what bumps is all about. We love the drama, everything that's unfolding here. So what we'll do is we'll try and piece that all together after racing when we get the charts and everything. But here we see Regent's Park. Looks like I make that out to be about Brasenose out in front of them that they're closing in on. A great performance there from Regent's Park.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, rowing past, having taken that bump. They're looking very relaxed despite all those problems off the start, looking very relaxed. And we're looking just to move up as far as they can and secure any stragglers that are ahead of them and bump them as well. Just as we come down to the New College shot here.
Yeah, still that tussle going on between Balliol, still chased down by Trinity. It doesn't look like Trinity are quite going to have the legs to catch up with Balliol. Looks like they're just going to hold on despite the surge. There's a huge surge, wasn't it, Ed, off the start from Trinity? A huge effort that sadly hasn't quite come to fruition, and Trinity not quite able to capitalise on that early push that they put on.
Very gutsy indeed. Choosing to go that hard at the start. I think I'd be tempted to perhaps delay a tactic like that until a little bit later on in the week, where I perhaps know the strengths of my competitors. But absolutely, for some crews today, explosive starts are going to pay off. But in this case, it looks like they've run out of steam just ahead. Unfortunately, Balliol there just continue rowing away with those bucket hats still firmly fixed in place on all but two of the rowers. So for many of them, they'll be looking to learn from these races as much as they can as they go on into the week, try and minimise any further disruption to their ranking.
So we see there coming to the last few hundred meters or so for our leading crews out in front. It's been a dominant performance from St Hilda's. They continue to lead. No one's going to catch St Hilda's with their blue and white blaze out in front. But it does look to me, Ed, perhaps I was too quick to judge Trinity. Just getting right up behind Balliol there. Not quite entirely sure what's going on. We'll bring you all that action afterwards. But holding on to second place, it does look like Lincoln will hold second place in this division. And there we see, yeah, Trinity did get the bump on Balliol. Congratulations to them, a great performance. And Ed, maybe it did show they were getting the surge on at the beginning, perhaps it came off them a little bit, but then that final surge, that final sprint that they put on was enough just to catch Balliol and prove you and I wrong.
Indeed, I think I need to learn to hold my tongue over the next few hours. Clearly, it paid off. They will be aiming to make this a sprint as much as possible. No one wants to see this race drawn out into anything longer than it has to be. But as we said at the start of this, St Hilda's and Lincoln's second crew, both right at the top of this division, looking very, very strong. St Hilda's just left the field behind after a really, really strong start. And sort of left that chaos to the lower boats, but some of whom will have come out on top, and others who will have suffered for their crimes earlier on today.